Daily Devotional for March 25th. Today's scripture reading will be Matthew 5, verse 5. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. I like that. Meek means being quiet, not aggressive, gentle, kind, mild-mannered, modest, yet very courageous and teachable. It's really important that we remain teachable. It's the opposite of being haughty. Have you ever been around somebody that was just continuously talking about themselves, boastful, prideful, obnoxious, and rude? That's what the meek are not. So there's a big difference. A lot of people are book smart, but they lack wisdom, let's put it that way. So I was thinking a couple people in the Bible. One was Noah. Think about that. For 120 years, he was building that ark. And can you imagine the ridicule and the persecution that he got? He was preaching all the time. He was building that ark. And they hadn't even seen rain before. So he had to remain teachable. The Lord was teaching him what he needed to do and hearing from God and doing the will of the Father step by step, and yet putting up with the people that were persecuting him, ridicule him, mocking him, and who inherited the earth, so to speak. It was Noah. So he was a righteous man and he found favor with God. Philippians 2:3 says, let nothing be done through selfish ambition or conceit, but in lowliness of mind, let each esteem others better than himself. I see that's what I believe the meek do. They prefer others first. They will go out of their way to help people, and if there's a need, they will take care of it. And if there's just whatever the slightest thing may do, they will do something for someone else before they will themselves. I thought of a couple women in the Bible that I believe were meek, and I would say Esther. She definitely put the Jewish people ahead of herself. She put herself at risk going before the king. But Ruth was another one. She remained teachable, she remained meek and humble, and stayed with her mother-in-law. And another one, I really love this, is Abigail. Abigail, she was married to Nabal, and I think this is 1 Samuel, 25. She was married to Nabal, and David, King David, he just wanted, food for his men. And Nabal, he was just rebellious, and she saw how her husband was, and she kind of basically set him aside, and he just got drunk. So she fixed food and everything and took it to the king. She was a wise woman. She maybe wasn't educated, but she was smart. She was a wise woman, and she took food to the king, and she took care of him and his men. And you know what? It paid off in the end, didn't it? Because the next day when her husband found out what happened, he could have been killed, he fell over dead. And when the king found out, it was sometime later when the king found out, he sent for her and he married her. Abigail became King David's second wife. So she inherited the earth and much more. She inherited the palace. So anyhow, but blessed are the meek, those who I see them as being humble also, but they can be very quiet, and they think things through. They think before they speak, and that is a part of being a wise person also. All right, children, till next time, be blessed.